Good day, friends. This is a voice-only video because a face is just a distraction. First of all, thank you for being here. Your presence is very much appreciated. Today's topic is how to use willpower to start and discipline to keep going. It is often said, especially in competitive environments, be it sports or special forces, that you need the willpower to start moving forward and then discipline to carry you to the end. This means that willpower is a conscious effort that is very energy inefficient. It can get you off your bum, but cannot carry you too far. You cannot envision a long and strenuous path traversed solely on willpower. It will eventually drain you shortly after the start. Willpower is a process-aware activity that evaluates multiple factors and deliberately suggests you do or do not do a certain action, but always very conscious of your action. Willpower is a limited resource, and since it necessitates constant involvement, it can run out like gas in your car. It must be said that willpower can be exercised and strengthened, and repetition will assist, like muscle memory can help you with tasks. Willpower, though, is such an energy vampire because it is the conscious effort that we have to implement. In those cases, we are actually trying not to do something else that is unwanted. Willpower is that resource that we must tap to avoid any unwanted behavior from taking place instead of the desired response. Acting on the impulse of your willpower gives you the immediate gratifications needed to gain momentum. Then we have to eventually shift in discipline mode to bring consistency to our productive efforts so far triggered and carried on by willpower. In a way, willpower is more of an inspiration and is not a very time-sensitive, whilst discipline is methodically uninspired and very time-sensitive. Part of its appeal is a timely manner in which protocol is to be followed. Discipline is quite literally the opposite of a thought-out process or activity. Discipline is that frame of mind that doesn't think. It just acts upon a scheduled event or activity that has been set in place to be followed. Discipline is often associated with consistency. The hard part is gaining consistency, which is what discipline is all about after all. We must replace one bad habit with a good habit, and we do it over and over until it becomes a good habit, a second nature. Discipline is that effort that we implement to stick to a certain program that we have put in place. I like to give the weight loss example the most. This is the best way I have found to illustrate the differences between willpower and discipline and how one will enhance the other and how one follows the other. We recognize we need to lose weight, and after the necessary research, we are ready to embark on the weight loss journey. Willpower has already kicked in. It is already operating. It has been since the minute we made the conscious decision to lose weight and start researching. We are driven by willpower in our search for the best weight loss options. The alternative that our willpower has to fight against is to slouch back, do nothing, and remain fat. That excitement that we feel running through our veins is our willpower setting us in motion. Adrenaline pumping to get going, and we cannot wait to see the first pounds go. This works fine the first week or 10 days, when we shed pounds like there's no tomorrow. But then we hit a plateau, and we feel the rush leaving us. This is where willpower reaches its limit. It's leaving you. At this point, if we do not let discipline step in and intervene, our efforts will be wasted, as willpower could not carry our weight loss any further. Discipline, in this case, really just consists of following the routine. We remove the active thought process, the one we established in the beginning, and we just proceed with sticking to the program. We must insist that discipline works only when you religiously do not skip a single step, so the effort must be aimed at taking action every single day. Discipline consistency is sticking to the plan. Never wait for the conditions to be perfect to implement a daily task, because conditions are never perfect. That is why we settle for good, because good is good enough. Since the alternative is no action, whilst you wait for perfection. Ditch the idea for perfection and settle for a good result. Implement what your discipline routine demands. Say eating a certain food at a certain time, then exercise. Do it every day without giving it much thought. It's there to be done as planned. Just follow the plan. In conclusion, willpower is a rather sudden and momentary burst of focused energy, while self-discipline is structured, well thought out, and consistent. Willpower at that moment is more tangible and seemingly more powerful. The reality is that the power of discipline dwarfs that of willpower. But the best results come with willpower propelling us from the starting blocks and discipline carrying us through to the finish line. This is motivation and inspiration in the dark, and that is all I have for you today. Thank you. If you appreciate this channel, please consider subscribing and maybe sharing it with a friend. We appreciate it very much.